Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in for another video with myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. Today we're starting off in our sister truck, doing our vehicle checks. Everything seems to be good on this side. However, if you move around over here, side markers are not working, headlamp is not working, tyre tread is in really good condition. Last night was a 8:30 finish, and this morning 6:30 start. So we are again barely above the minimum 9 hours rest period, but below the 11-hour rest period, so it's still classed as a reduced rest. First things first, try and find an empty trailer. Nice. When I come back from the garage with my trailer, I can then hook up to this trailer straight away and go throw a cone in front of it so nobody else uses it. The last thing I want to do is come back from the garage with my unit and not be able to find a decent trailer. Adding to more delays that we don't need for today. That's HAO dropped off. I've got to be honest, I quite like that colour. Looks quite nice in a truck. Which means one thing, the Aphrodite is back on the road. Oh, it does feel good to have it back on the road. Most of all, it's just having all the things inside the truck that I always use. Like for an example, nice little fridge. I've got my air fryer up at the top. I have the power bank. Thank you. We're okay for fuel at the moment, so that's not too bad. We've got a collection booked for 9 AM over at Widnes, and the time is 5 to 8. I've got my trailer set already, just need to hook up to it when I get back to the yard. So that should take literally 2 minutes. I've already done the vehicle checks on it. And then we're taking said collection over straight to their client over in Nantwich area. And then from Nantwich, I do believe, I'm trying to think that off the top of my head, I think it's a Wrexham collecting more milk powder and then dropping it off our Haydock branch, and then we'll go see what time that is then. So I do need nearly finished today. And to be fair, if you have a dentist appointment or you need to finish a little bit early, they're quite accommodating at our place. Mike normally does his best for it, so cheers mate. That warehouse there on the left hand side that we just drove past, that has absolutely shot up. It really has. Didn't take them long whatsoever to build that one. Fairly busy on here this morning. It's approximately 10 miles to get back to the yard. About 15-20 minutes depending on traffic. Trailer's been connected, checks have all been done. It's time to hit the road. After a quick check on Google Maps before leaving, the M6 is not in a great condition at the moment. Really heavy traffic. And same with the roundabout trying to get onto the M6. So that standstill when I drove past on the way into the yard. So I'm going to avoid that. And instead what we're going to do is cut through Newton Willows and straight down to the M62, so just completely cut out the M6 altogether. Time is currently 8:35. I think I'll be there for just gone 9 o'clock. Shouldn't take more than 40 minutes to get there. Love it when a plan comes together. Following this road now, and then that'll take me straight to the M62, then hop on and off there for junction R2. We should be at the clients then. But at least traffic this way is a lot better, isn't it? Instead of being sat on the motorway, not moving, we've got all being red on Google Maps, that is. I keep telling myself I need to invest in a new sat nav. Get one that's a little bit more modern with live traffic updates, etc. Let's pull that up. Clear on that side, and now we're going into there. And I'm going to be a little bit cheeky, and I'm going to steal a little bit of their space so I can get a nice straight reversing. A little bit like so. Very bright. Now going back, just taking it nice and easy now with the steering, nothing much at all. Make sure there's enough space on either side for the forklift. Need to give that a clean down, don't we? And whilst reversing back, I'm actually keeping an eye on the shadows, so I can see if there's any objects behind where the trailer is. For example, them bins just there, I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but on that side I can see the shadows being casted, so it gives me a good idea of how close my trailer is getting to them. That should do about there. Get the curtains drawn back and ready to get loaded up. Now that's all done and ready to be loaded, time for the waiting game. Give that a nice clean down. Same for that mirror as well. And that looks a lot better already. Time is 10 to 11 already, taking a little bit longer than expected to get that one loaded. Our next destination is over at Nantwich, and it's 56 miles to travel there. We're due to get there for about 12:15. We do, however, need a 15-minute break on the way down, so that will cover the 6-hour working time directive, and then I can take a 30-minute later on to cover the driving time. Once we made the collection over at Nantwich, we'll start heading straight across west and over to Wrexham. And then from there, taking it back to our yard. Seems to be another lovely day, doesn't it? Currently 15 degrees. Nice. Just hope it's like this for the weekend. I've got all the barbecue stuff ordered. Gonna try and have a nice little barbie with the family. Whilst I finish off the rest of the decking that I started the other week. Not had much time really to finish it all off. There's only a couple of planks to go on, about 3 or 4 more. So it's not too bad. I ran out of wood, to be honest with you. I forgot to measure it properly. So it's kind of my own fault. Now just crossing over the Runcorn Bridge, which joins Runcorn, obviously, and Widnes, where we're coming from. Absolutely perfect weather for a bike, isn't it? For us to travel down to Nantwich, we're going to be jumping onto the M56, straight down the M6, and then come off near Crewe, cut across, and then up to Nantwich. I know there's several different routes you can go. You can probably go down towards Chester, then a cut across, and then near Frodsham you can probably go down that way, but I'm not too sure about weight limits. But as I've got a really heavy trailer, I've got 26 ton loaded, or 24 ton, sorry. So what a nice and straight roads to get to and from, instead of going stop start all the way through these little country lanes. At least I'm just on the motorway, it's cruise control all the way there, can't we? No messing about. I really don't have much luck at times, do I? We've got a lane closure down to 50 miles per hour. Still got 13 miles to go on this motorway. Maybe it was a vehicle breakdown that's been sorted out, but the light's not changed, so I can't really see anything. Because it's further up. Yep, stranded vehicle. You got the red X up now. And you still got cars trying to come behind on the left hand side. I can see them off in the distance. Maybe a blowout. You see a bit of tyre tread on the floor. Side of a tyre. Going down to 40. I've still got 24 miles to go. I've had a 15-minute break already. So now the ETA is 12:30. I have been here once before, and I think they were pretty quick at unloading, so hopefully I'll be back on the road for 1 o'clock. Ideally I need to finish for 4 o'clock today. Gotta go get the Peggies looked at. Ah, there we go. far to go, have they? Is that little refuge area? I'm going to stay in this lane, because believe it or not, even though we've gone past the hazard already, if there was a camera here now on this left hand side and that sign is over there, I'd still get flashed and I'd still get fined for it. So don't move over until you see the signs saying all lanes back in use, or the speed limit for national speed limit one. Because these cameras are still set up to get you. Same for travelling at 50 miles per hour. Always stay at 50 miles per hour. Oh wait. Is that something else? I think there's something else going on. What is the chances of that? Yeah, it's a recovery truck, you can see up there. The matrix signs up ahead, they're still saying 3 lanes only. Yep, lane closed still. Incident. Is this 3 different accidents within 3 miles? I've never seen that before. Or 3 different incidents, I should say. Always happens to me when I'm tight on time. You always get things popping up on the roads. That's one of the downsides about driving. It's quite unpredictable. You can't guess really from one day to the other what it's going to be like. You've been having a perfect day, everything going really nice and smooth, and then you come onto the roads and then you just come to a grinding halt. Okay, there we go, all 4 lanes. I've now got the signs up. Still got 4.5 miles left to go. Should be there in the next 15 minutes though. Currently travelling down the A51, and I've come off the A500 just now. Certainly feel the weight in the truck though. 24 tons loaded. Foot is completely flat down. I'm just doing 35 miles per hour currently. So taking 2 minutes to get to 40. There we go, 41. Oh, look at that, coming to a stop again. I've got Nantwich town centre there to the left. We've just got to go around the ring road as such to get to the top half of Nantwich. So keep the momentum, keep it going. And we're going to be following this road towards Wrexham. Roads are starting to get a little bit more narrower now. So just got to be a little bit more cautious going around these corners. hopefully I don't drive past the entrance for this place, because if I remember correctly, there was no signs for it. It looked like a waterworks of some sort coming from the main road. Slow it down a little bit. Thank you very much. Right, it's not here. I think it's just as we go over the bridge. See it there off in the distance. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, I do hope so anyway. I'm waiting to find out though, eh? That was it. Wastewater treatment place it is down here. That's the only sign that's outside. Doesn't mention the company we're delivering to. It's always fun though, delivering to these little farm places. And just in here, this yard. This guy is absolutely flying. Been here for about 10 minutes or so. One side done already. Our next job is just south of Wrexham, but it's still within the Wrexham district. And it's total of 31 miles away, and we're looking just over an hour drive to get there. Wind trap round here. Wind has definitely picked up recently over the last day or so. Really? Some people just in a little bit too much of a rush. Wasn't expecting them to take over, to be fair. I looked inside the mirror and just see his little bonnet pop out from next to me. It's quite a narrow lane, there's no point, it's not worth speeding around here. It's fair, I'm doing 45. to get onto a bigger road. Not for long though. It's going to be the A51 jumping back onto. And following it down towards Wrexham. Majority of the roads are going to be like this now all the way to Wrexham. Nice and narrow. I don't mind it though. A little bit more fun driving down these style roads, aren't they? Instead of being sat on the motorway. Cruise control 56. And after that van speeding off, trying to overtake, he didn't quite get far, did he? Let's be honest. Leaving the A51 and following for the A534 now. Getting a little bit tight. Especially when another truck comes down the road, it's going to get a little bit snug, isn't it? Snug very quickly. Still got 27 miles. It's an old windmill that's been converted into a house. I do have a little bit of a soft spot for them type of conversions, I will be honest. What you waiting for, buddy? They look really nice. Same for lighthouses as well. I've seen a few lighthouses that have been converted into a home, and it's just really nice the way they do it. I always like watching that TV program on, I think it's Channel 4. It's like, is it Extraordinary Homes? Where people just build these weird, random shaped houses, but they're ultra sleek and ultra modern as well. Spend some serious money on it as well, don't they? Nearly there now, only 2 miles to go. Currently travelling on the A539, and then we're going to be doing a left onto the A528, and that should take us pretty much right to where our client is. And back down to 20 miles per hour as we drive through Outin. It's a nice little village, this. I've been here quite a few times. I do need to try and get some fuel on the way back as well. got the head loo station just there to the left. I'm trying to think now what garages I can stop at that take key fuels. Please stop up there. Oh, they're carrying on, aren't they? It's okay. Just tuck myself in here. Thank you for holding back. Thank you. Straps are coming out as we've got a heavy load going back to our yard. 22 tons of powdered milk all loaded up and secured. Driving back through the little village to make our way back. Currently a little bit tight on timing at the moment. Trying to get past here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Time is currently 10 past 3. ETA to get back is 25 past 4. Not ideal, as ideally I needed to finish for 4 o'clock, but unfortunately the office couldn't really help if you have a couple of delays whilst out on the road. The appointment is at 5 o'clock, so hopefully I should be able to make it there just in time. It's about 20 minutes drive, maybe 30 minutes from our depot. So I did give myself a 30-minute window for a bit of leeway. So fingers crossed we can make it there in time. And what a glorious view from the office window this afternoon. I was driving through the Welsh countryside. Again, I'm driving at 50 miles per hour currently. Oh, these drivers today are making me feel like driving Miss Daisy. But with a big heavy truck, I don't really fancy driving more than 45 miles an hour around some of these corners, so I'm slowing down a little bit. Well, just then I was doing about 48. It's quite possible that I might be staying not too far away from this area on a long weekend, one of the bank holidays. So when I do, I'm definitely going to drive down to this place. I've drove past it so many times and it just looks a really, really nice family friendly pub. So I want to try and give it a go. Might take 25 minutes to get here from where I'm staying, which between me and you, I can't really remember. Leanne's told me loads of times where we're staying at all the way through the year. All these different little long weekends, whether it be the bank holidays, taken away in the caravan. It's a nice bite. Driving along the A539. It's 54 miles before we're back at the yard. And about an hour and 20 left to go. Departing the A483. And now just about to come down onto the A55. $37 miles left to go. Why is everybody braking? Because that car's doing 33 miles per hour by the looks of it. Get stuck right behind now as well. Shame we don't have a bit more space down there. Yeah. 46 miles per hour currently, and I'm gaining on them. And it's quite dangerous as well because I'm trying to look into the mirror to make sure there's a clear space for me to move over. Thank you very much, mate, for letting me over. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the vehicle in front, just driving really slow, but then in the mirrors at the same time so I can move over. And I was staying at the same constant speed, but I'm still like, I'm having to slow down more and more, because they're just slowing down themselves more and more for some reason. Satnav's ETA is currently saying 25 past 4. Cutting it tight. We made it just in time, folks. 3 minutes to spare. Literally got here 16:57. Walked through the door, sat down, name got called straight away. On a good note, didn't have to wait around in waiting room for 10 or 15 minutes before my appointment. Unfortunately, I've got to go back in next month. I think it's like 6 weeks away, the appointment, for 2 fill-ins. I'm not looking forward to that because I hate going to the dentist. I really, really do. I've never had a good relationship with a dentist, let's just say that. And on that note, I am going to call it a day on a video, so thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. As always, stay safe, keep on trucking. Bye for now.